My name is Margaret Maggie Lopez, and at 70, I thought I understood the bond between a mother and daughter. For 3 years, I'd poured my heart and savings into supporting my daughter Carla and her husband Javier after they struggled post-college. Living in a charming Venice Beach apartment, they leaned on me heavily. I paid $700 a month for their rent, covered $8,000 in nursery furniture and baby gear, and took care of utilities from my teacher's retirement fund. All told, I'd given them over $25,000, a chunk of the life I'd built teaching third graders in Los Angeles for 35 years. Carla was my joy, a bright spirit who'd inherited my love for art and storytelling. Javier, with his easy laugh, called me abuela, and I cherished the thought of being a hands-on grandmother. When Carla announced her pregnancy, I was over the moon. I planned a baby shower, imagining pastel decorations and laughter, spending $400 on a cream-colored dress and a hand-carved wooden crib as my gift. I even baked empanadas for the event, a recipe from my abuela, dreaming of sharing it with Carla's child one day. 2 weeks before the shower, Carla called via Zoom, her face glowing but her tone hesitant. "Mum, we're doing a small baby shower, just special people who'll be in the baby's life daily." The words stung like a sunburn. Special people? I'd paid their rent for 36 months, funded every diaper stack and stroller, and even covered the $3,000 gender reveal party they'd hosted with fireworks over the Pacific. Yet I wasn't included. That night I scrolled TikTok and saw it. Videos of Carla's friends and Javier's family cheering, cutting a blue cake, the beach backdrop sparkling. The caption read, "Surrounded by our village for baby Lopez." I wasn't in a single clip, despite my $2,500 contribution to the party fund. I sat in my living room, the dress hanging sadly in my closet, the crib unassembled in the corner. The betrayal wasn't just exclusion, it was erasure of my role. I cancelled the shower plans and tossed the empanadas in the trash, tears mixing with the dough. A week later, Javier called, his voice panicked. "Abuela, the rent's overdue. Landlord's threatening eviction. Can you send $700? You missed this month missed?" I'd never skipped a payment, forgoing my beach trips and cutting my grocery budget to keep them afloat. "Javier," I said, my voice steady despite the ache, "I only help those who consider me family." Silence hung heavy. "What's that mean, Abuela?" he stammered. "You know what it means," I replied, and hung up. That day, I called my bank and stopped every transfer to their account. My money, my security, was mine again. The backlash came fast. 10 days later, I returned from a walk to find my front door ajar. My heart raced as I stepped inside. Carla and Javier were in my dining room, sifting through my bank statements, my will, my retirement papers, using the spare key I'd given them years ago. "What are you doing?" I demanded, my teacher's authority flaring. Carla turned, her face a mix of guilt and defiance. "Mum, we're worried about you. You're acting strange, cutting us off." Javier nodded, stepping aside for a man in a charcoal suit. "This is Mr. Alvarez, our lawyer," he said. "He's here to help." Mr. Alvarez approached, his smile rehearsed. "Mrs. Lopez, your daughter believes you're showing signs of mental decline, paranoia, financial instability. We're here to discuss conservatorship." My blood froze. They weren't just after my money, they wanted to strip my autonomy. "Get out," I said, pointing to the door. "Now!" Carla's eyes widened. "Mum, you're not thinking straight. Let us help." I raised my voice. "Out, or I call the police." They left, but Alvarez's warning lingered. "This isn't over, Mrs. Lopez." I couldn't sleep that night, the violation gnawing at me, my own daughter plotting to cage me. I called my yoga friend Rosa, who'd faced similar family greed. She recommended an LA elder abuse attorney, Maria Delgado. The next day, I sat in Maria's office spilling the story, $25,000 in aid, the baby shower snub, the break-in. "Maggie, this is elder financial abuse," Maria said, her tone resolute. It's illegal and we'll fight it. Maria helped me gather evidence. Bank records showing $25,000 in payments, receipts for nursery items, texts from Carla pleading for emergency cash. I installed security cameras with Rosa and my yoga group, Lupe, Sophia and Elena, as witnesses to my clarity. Maria arranged a psychiatrist, Dr. Kim, who confirmed my cognitive health was excellent for 70. I opened a new account at a different bank, shielding my funds. But they pressed on. A month later, an adult protective services worker, Miss Nguyen, arrived at my doorstep. Mrs. Lopez, we've had reports of paranoia, cameras, cutting off support, hoarding meds. The accusations echoed Carla's manipulation. They'd forged claims of unpaid bills, my utilities were current, and stockpiling vitamins. I took none. I called Maria, who rushed over. This is harassment, she told Ms. Nguyen, presenting my records and Dr. Kim's report. Ms. Nguyen, uneasy, closed the case. Then came the lawsuit. Carla and Javier filed in LA Superior Court, seeking conservatorship, alleging PTSD-fueled paranoia and incompetence. Their witnesses, Javier, a neighbor named Dave who disliked my yoga group's parking, and my pharmacist, Mr. Singh, tricked into signing a statement about erratic purchases. Maria and I fought back. We met Mr. Singh, who was horrified, explaining Javier had misled him about health forms. He signed a new statement clarifying my habits. Dave's testimony faltered when Maria proved he'd never spoken to me. His paranoia claims stemmed from seeing my cameras. The trial began on a foggy November morning in 2025. I wore my cream dress, the one meant for the shower, and walked into the courthouse with Maria. Carla and Javier sat across, Carla in a maternity dress, Javier in a sharp suit, their faces a mask of concern. Their lawyer, Mr. Alvarez, painted me as a confused retiree swayed by new friends. Javier took the stand, claiming I'd changed overnight and was unstable. Maria dismantled him. When did you last visit Maggie without asking for money? Javier hesitated. It's been busy with the baby. Maria pressed. Was Maggie invited to the baby shower you called family only? His silence spoke volumes. Carla's testimony was tearful. Mum's abandoned us, she sobbed. Maria countered, is $25,000 over 3 years abandonment? How often did you visit without a request? Carla couldn't reply. Our witnesses were solid. Mr. Singh clarified the deception, Dr. Kim presented my flawless eval, and Rosa with Lupe, Sophia and Elena testified to my vibrancy, our yoga sessions, my new knitting hobby. I took the stand last, my voice clear. I gave them $25,000, my husband's savings, my pension, to build their future. But when they excluded me from Carla's baby shower, calling me not special, I realized I was their wallet, not their mother. I stopped the money because I deserve dignity. Judge Ramirez, known for elder protection, deliberated for 2 hours. Her ruling was decisive. Mrs. Lopez is fully competent. The plaintiff's case is motivated by financial gain, not care. Conservatorship is denied relief flooded me. Maria squeezed my hand. Across the room, Carla's face hardened. Javier looked away, perhaps with a hint of regret, but it was too late. That night, Rosa hosted a celebration at her home. My yoga friends toasted to Maggie's freedom. Lupe, who'd fought her own family's greed, said, "You didn't just win a case, you won your soul back." She was right. 2 months later, I sold my LA house and bought a beach condo in San Diego. I donated half my savings to a foster grandparent program, keeping the rest for myself. I took art classes, joined a senior travel club, and volunteered at a literacy centre. Carla and Javier. Rumours said they moved to a smaller apartment. Carla took a part-time job. Maybe they'll learn what my love couldn't teach, the value of earning their own way. Some evenings, on my balcony overlooking the Pacific, I think of the woman I was, giving endlessly, hoping for a bond that faded. That woman's gone. In her place is Maggie, 70, who knows love isn't a loan and freedom is worth every struggle. The waves crash below, a reminder of resilience. If my story touches you, share your thoughts. What would you do in my place? If it inspires, support me to write more. Until next time, with warmth, Maggie.